It's the reunion special part 1. We're talking buns, bones, bonds. We're talking about it all, starting now.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
Ooh, 90s.
Mary in her prime.
Yes, it is Sunday. It is Sunday, and it's the Real Housewives of Atlanta after show for AFTERBUZZ TV. We're doing the reunion special.
Yes.
Yay.
Oh, it's going to be so good. We have so much to talk about. I'm so excited to be here. My name is Lian Castillo, and I can't do this without my girls.
And I'm Miss Conversation Piece. And the decor of the reunion was so nice. And it's pretty messy. And the left side killed it. They slayed.
What's up, party people? I'm Erika Edwards. Amazing episode.
Guys, we're missing Drew. We sent out some love for Drew. She'll be back next week. But let's just get right into it. Bones, bonds, buns. I can't figure out which one it is. Actually, I do know what it is. But we start right away. 3 minutes into the reunion, Kenya tells us she's pregnant. Kind of. Yeah, that's right. She kind of told us she was pregnant.
Well, that's the bun. That's the bun in the oven.
I know, but she wasn't really clear. It was so vague.
Yeah, she was a little vague. And I mean, I understand when it's your first trimester or whatever, you don't want to say. But it's like, girl, you already know you on that bubble. You might as well just tell us, spill the tea or whatever.
I think she just wants to hold on to something so she can have that, just like she had her marriage to throw out there at the last minute. She's going to throw out her
Yeah, but she should have known that when you hold a secret in like this, it doesn't go well. It just doesn't fit in right with the openness that requires to be on the show, as Andy pointed out tonight on the episode. Lots of awkward situations tonight, lots of rehashing of the past. We're gonna get right into it, but bravo with its finest montages. That's what it kicks off the episode with.
Oh, yeah.
A little fashion montage, the real hair and wigs of the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Who had the best montage?
I think Candy and Cynthia, they slayed the looks that are different, but I think just overall beauty, Kenya and Portia, like they were like normal, like straight hair, curly a little bit, but nothing like over the top, but they kept it classy and their hair always looks good.
For me, I would say Cynthia, because I feel like whatever wig she chose, it was always stylish. Candy, Nene, Sheree, everybody else, they definitely got better over time. And yeah, I kind of felt like Kenya and Portia just don't do too much. They have this same like long girl look, which is actually kind of boring. So, yeah, I thought Cynthia had the most diversity and the most professional looking wig. Like everything looks tight to me.
Money makes you look good.
Candy always had money.
Money
you could tell.
makes you. It's easy to clean up when you got money. That's from Pretty Woman right there, ladies and gentlemen. So,
Yes.
Get your gay culture on. No, it's true though. It's easy to clean up when you got money, and I feel like Candy and Nene had the best looks. Candy had the most eclectic looks, but sometimes it just wasn't all for me. Like the red, it was too much red. There was a lot of red throughout the years. I feel like she couldn't let that color go. But as far as diversity, she had the most diverse looks. But I feel like Nene and Portia had a good growth as far as like looking really good now. I feel like Kenya did well, but I feel like she showed age. Like she aged a little bit, which there's nothing wrong with that. But I just feel like she showed it more than the other ladies.
I don't know. Nene's wigs weren't always quite right.
Well, none of their wigs were always right. They were hit or miss.
I think
you know
Portia
what I mean?
and Cynthia always had nice hair.
Well, to me, I feel like Nene and Candy grew the most from being on the show. So like Candy always had money, but in the beginning she just looked kind of hood and ghetto with her look overall. And then she's become more polished. Nene, absolutely, she wasn't really ghetto, but she wasn't polished until later years.
Yeah.
So there were a few misses and hits and stuff. And to me, Cynthia was the most diverse, but also the most polished as far as like getting her look together because she's a model. So I think that's
we get into this, ladies and gentlemen, because this is how the reunion started. Andy started off with these montages of looks, bringing back the past and showing us where they are now. We even saw a little bit of Sheree, and we wanted to know, where is she by Sheree? It's not nowhere around, apparently. Andy was grilling her about it, and he's like, no, honestly, like, what is going on with that? Where is that going? Are you wearing it now? And she's never worn it. but apparently it's going to be some athletic lifestyle wear. I'm like, honey, you should know better than to use the word lifestyle on a Real Housewives show. You should have known from Sonia Morgan.
Well, Sheree, we can tell she doesn't have a business plan. So that's first. She doesn't know when her line is dropping. She doesn't know the exact date. So stop faking, Sheree. You don't
For
have
real.
a line, okay?
She was treading water.
Okay.
Yeah, I totally felt like she was making it up on the spot
Mm-hmm.
because Andy wasn't grilling her. He asked her for a straight answer, and she was like making it up. As well, first she said joggers, and then Candy was like,
Which doesn't
gym
even make
shoes.
sense.
Right? It's like, what are you talking about?
Athletic wear,
She went
maybe?
off on Candy for a
Yeah,
second.
then-
Candy's like, damn.
You know, so she went all crazy, and then she was like, joggers, lifestyle. She's just changing it. First she said September, then she said, okay, is she working in September, but it's coming out in spring and summer? Like, it
You
was
might
all-
have just said it was going to be under the Bone Collector LLC, something that doesn't exist.
Exactly. Just been funny, be like, I'll let you know, let me get back to you, because it's not happening so far.
Yeah, so it was fun to start off with this light shade, you know, the rooster, wigs, and all sorts of looks. All I know is that when they go blonde, it goes wrong. That's
Blonde
all
does
I
something
know.
to their brain.
Yeah, it just doesn't work when they go blonde. Nene's blonde didn't work. Sheree's blonde didn't work. I mean, just blonde. Don't go blonde. It just never
Yeah.
Blondes
works.
have more fun though.
Yeah, but Sheree's blonde was so painful. I was like, ooh, yeah, cut that wig.
I'm going with Sofia Vergara's answer to that. Ellen asked her, who has more fun, blondes or brunettes? And Sophia goes, the one with the biggest boobs. That's who has the most fun.
I think you have to get the right blonde for you. Like their strawberry blonde. I think they went platinum. It doesn't go with your skin complexion, so it's a little harsh. I think that's what it was.
Well, no matter what, we're all sorry for them. And that was the theme of the night. It wasn't the right kind of sorry I was looking for. I'm looking for a specific type of sorry. One that Portia couldn't really give us, that we were searching for all season long. It kind of goes along the lines of, I'm sorry, period. Not comma, but, or but comma, or whatever it goes. Like, you just, how could you not know what they were trying to say to you? They wanted you to apologize in a way where you were owning it, not saying, I just want to apologize for whatever part I played in. Since you felt hurt, I wanted to apologize. Are you listening to yourself? Everything you're saying is non-genuine. It's not
Right.
authentic.
I just say be genuine or be gone. I was feeling Candy. She was about to, well, she did cry. And,
Her voice broke.
Okay, the voice breaking was a little too dramatic. Like, slow down. This was like a year and a half ago. Like, and nothing happened to your brand. I mean, in theory, something could have, but nothing happened. You got another tour.
think
You're on
she
another
was-
show. Like, stop it.
She was
think
kind
she
of
was hurt, though.
mentioning Harvey. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Harvey Weinstein is a prime example of someone who sexually crossed the lines and is now, like, made an example of, we took him down, the empire's gone.
A lot of people have actually been taken down. Candy is not one of those people.
I know. She
So
wasn't
I'm
even in that
like-
world,
I'm like,
you know?
just because they weren't successful at tearing her down, she shouldn't be hurt.
No. She definitely should be hurt,
She
but
shouldn't
it just
be
never got to
hurt.
that level.
Right. She should be hurt. But now I feel like you're dramatizing. Like, why are you still
She has
crying about
every
it
right
years
to be
ago?
mad. It's a very serious accusation, but let's be real. It's been over a year, and the water's not that deep standing up. You know what I mean? It's
She's-
like you're not drowning. You're in the shallow end.
She's mad because she still hasn't gotten a genuine apology. That's why.
Yeah, no. I'm not mad at her about that. Like, be mad as long as you want. I just liked when your voice broke, because that just means Candy's really passionate about something.
I know. I love it when she pretend like she's gonna cry. You didn't know what you could do to me. Okay, all right.
She
I've
can
had
cry
enough.
very easily, so I'm pretty sure it's real. She's
She's uncute.
She's very, very in touch with those feelings.
Yes.
But the thing about it is that we wanted a quality apology, not these quantity apologies. Because Portia's like, I apologize all season. I get it, but we're not looking for quantity. We're looking for quality here. And with that, we get into Mama Joyce and Portia.
Well, I just want to say, I think Portia could use some advice from Maria Menounos. She just
That's
needs
true.
that advice. Want to have fun, learn, and grow in all areas of your life, Portia? For those who do, we've got the podcast for you. Conversations with Maria Menounos, podcast edition, is hosted by our AFTERBUZZ TV founder and drops every Friday on iTunes. Conversations with Maria Menounos Menounos features celebrity and influencer interviews along with secrets and tips on how to be better in all aspects of life, from health, wellness to career, relationships, finances, and more. Let our Maria be the big sister you've always wanted. Just go to iTunes and subscribe to Conversations with Maria Menounos for free. And be sure to rate and comment. And when you do, let Maria know it was us, the Real Housewives of Atlanta panel, who sent you there. The Conversations with Maria Menounos podcast edition. Check it out.
Available on iTunes.
Oh, yeah.
Yay.
And we are too.
Yes, our show is available on iTunes as well, so download both, like it, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, all that jazz, because we're working really hard for you guys over here.
We do. We
And
work hard for the money.
And we love the love. So keep chatting. Well, we love all that. We love the comments and the messages. We've turned lemons into lemonade, and that's what Portia and Mama Joyce were talking about. So Mama Joyce and Todd have come a really long way, I feel like, especially on camera, you know, especially from there's nothing that's going to keep me off your ass, honey, to this now, to a hug and a kiss every time they greet each other and they see each other. It looked nice. So it was a little surprising, actually not really, to have Mama Joyce throw a little shade at Todd, calling him a lemon. Rihanna wrote a song about it. Means a sour boy.
I think Mama Joyce is like Cardi B. Once you beef with me, it's forever. Okay?
It's forever.
Yeah, I don't think it's forever, but I think she was just being honest, because that's the thing. Like, she did have a huge issue with him, and now they're married, so she can't continue that issue if she wants to have a relationship with her daughter and her grandchild. So
And they've had good success.
yeah, so she's turned it into lemonade, but don't play like you didn't, you know.
Don't play like he wasn't a PA. That you turned
and
into a housewife.
Exactly, and you
It's
certainly
true,
couldn't
boo.
stand him in the beginning. So I think she was just keeping
No tea,
it
no
real.
shade. He was
exactly.
a PA on the set of the Safari Africa trip. That is how Candy and him met.
Yes, exactly.
so
So,
what's
he's
wrong
getting
with-
coffee.
There's
and
nothing wrong with it. I've been a PA before. I'm still a PA.
She saw the potential.
I'm still a PA. I just got coffee for somebody.
She still saw the potential in him, and I don't see anything wrong with that. Because if someone looks at me and be like, "Oh, I can see the potential in her,"
No,
she could-
absolutely.
Yeah.
Take the diamond, baby. Shine it. Buff it up. We're diamonds in the rough, just waiting to be
Okay.
discovered over here.
Yes.
No, I totally love that fairy tale ending, and I love a good success story, and I love a good Cinderella story. So I'm not mad about that. I'm just pointing out the obvious here. And the other thing that's obvious is Marlo wearing periwinkle. Girl, waiting in the wings, talking shit in the wings. Like, can't wait to go out. Just couldn't wait to get in that ring. Just couldn't wait. Just talking about Portia, just waiting to get in there. I'm like, Marlo, relax. You're going to be on next season.
Yeah, Marlo broke the G code that Candy was talking about. Remember, she was like, "There's certain things you shouldn't say on camera," and
It's true.
And when she said the comment about Ken's mother, that's one of them. And but Ken
crossing
came back
the
with
line.
that. You got the square carpets on your legs, and all they have to do is sign off.
The
on
shade
it.
has always
Yeah.
been there. But, I mean, to bring up a good point, that mother comment, definitely crossing the line. Just because we've seen endless episodes and footage about Kenya's struggle, and we can all poke fun at the obvious. But it's funny when it's true, but when it hurts,
It's a low blow.
Yeah, you're kind of like the only one laughing. Everyone else is like, "Oh God, maybe she shouldn't have done that." So I don't know. It is crossing the line. They don't owe each other anything if you want to put it in Sheree's standard. But you are on a show, and you do have to eventually film with each other. And even though we like the fights, sometimes when you have great moments together, it's awesome. So
Right.
we need a little bit of everything. So Marlo, we know you're good at fighting, so let's see you turn it around. Let's see you turn the situation around. You know, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, I feel like at one point Kenya was just treading water,
Yeah.
especially with like the mark grinding from Andy, and I just feel like she was trying to cover up something. I mean, obviously we can all sense it. It's nothing's adding up. I mean, you're on a reality show and you're hiding stuff. I know you understand that you're in this new relationship. You're scared the divorce thing's gonna happen. I get all of that. There's cameras everywhere. You got shady people everywhere. Even Andy's shady.
Yeah, she just
I
wants to
get
protect
it.
her marriage.
I get it. I totally get it.
But I feel like if you're marrying someone and you're a reality star and that person has never seen your show,
That's a lie. He's
then
seen the
what's
show.
the basis of your marriage? So either she's point blank lying to us, or
She hasn't met his parents.
or his family, you know what I'm saying? Or
That's another
you know,
thing.
how supportive is he really if he doesn't see her
Do
show?
you think you should get married to someone so soon where you don't know them?
Well, okay, the whole soon thing, that doesn't really matter to me. I mean, marriage is a big deal to me, but I don't think jumping into stuff is a big deal. People jump into stuff all the time. Jump into whatever you want to jump into. But here's the thing, is we're now at a certain point. You're claiming you're pregnant. You're on a TV show. We've already seen him, and you're fighting the authenticity presentation you're giving us because it's conflicting. We're not fully gauging it. You know what I mean? You can't say this man's never seen your work. I'm sorry, but if I'm dating you, I'm seeing your work.
Right, exactly.
Let alone
And-
marrying you.
Exactly. And if I have not, and I'm saying I'm not going to, then then there's a rift there.
Maybe he doesn't want to watch the show. He's a man, though, y'all. It's not like he's watching.
Well, you know what? Men watch the show all the time. That
I know,
is
But it
Some
doesn't
men-
even matter if it's
Straight men
whether you
too.
like
Straight men
something
watch
or
the
you
show.
don't like it. It's a matter of, are you going to support the person that you're with?
whether you like it or not, there's someone that you know on the TV, so you're gonna watch it.
Yeah, or you should, just out of respect. I mean, absolutely.
I mean, not to be vulgar, but you're banging this person. I would
So,
want to know everything about them.
Do all your friends watch AfterBuzz TV? Because mine don't. Y'all better tune in.
Well, they might not watch every episode, but they know what I'm doing. They know it's Sunday night. They know what I'm doing right now.
And you best believe anybody that wants to spend a night certainly should.
Yeah,
Ooh.
and you best be checking in, friends.
And leaving some comments, okay?
At least like or subscribe, boo. That's it.
Okay.
Something.
No, I get it though. But keeping it real, like they're married. You Googled her. You got to see some clips. Like, stop with the front and train. Just because we're getting a little tired of watching you try to keep afloat on camera.
Yeah.
With the lies and keeping
Yeah.
it straight, it's too much.
Yeah, because Andy kind of called her out and said, I talked to him, my people talked to him, and he said, this is a bad representation for black women. So, I don't know. Kenya should get her story together with her husband and talk a little more. And
I
see
can
what's going on.
see him saying that.
Yeah, and the fact that she doesn't know what he's saying, you know, it's like, all right, well,
She knows, and she couldn't give anything back to Andy when he said that.
exactly.
When he said, he told my colleagues that, she didn't say anything but fluff her dress. So, you know what? It's fine. Everyone wants something this year. Everyone's presenting something this year, whether we believe it or not.
Yeah, but what was Marlo saying? She was like, bun or bond. How does she not know? Like, what is going
Well,
on?
we'll get into that a little bit later. That's with Sheree and the loyalty thing, and we'll get into that. You know, they feel like they don't really owe each other anything. But let's talk about Portia claiming it to Jesus. She's going to get married this year.
I'm claiming it too.
Okay, claim it away.
Too. I certainly claim
You know
it to
what?
the Lord.
I'm not even
for
gonna
sure.
front. I claimed something 2 weeks ago and it came. So you know what? I'm
Okay.
claiming it.
Yay.
Thank you. I'm claiming it. It's
Yay.
mine. It's my time. So you know what? You do your thing, girl. Put a crown on your head. Do whatever you need to do to attract them. Whatever you need to do to
that's right.
attract.
She's looking good.
Attract what you want in life. Say it out loud. You never know. The universe might be listening.
But didn't she say she was dating someone? Who is the mystery person? Is it Bernie
Ugh.
Jenkins or no?
I hope it's well, you know what? After we talked about it and we saw everything play out, a lot of people are on board for the
Ricky Smiley.
Ricky and Portia thing, and a lot of people just think it's fake. So
I think it's real. I think it's kind of sketchy.
I think it's real, but it's work. So we've
Yeah, don't
been
date someone at work
iffy.
unless you're.
We've been
know.
iffy about it.
Yeah, I don't
but,
know. I wouldn't date someone.
You
at work.
know,
Yeah.
we get into the subject of loyalty, and before we get into the big Sheree thing and all of that, we just need to talk about Porsha and Nene real quick, because she received the message. I received it. Oh, were you expecting something else? Because that's it. I received what you were saying.
She's
I
like,
hear you. but
That's
that's
it.
it.
No apology.
Exactly.
Yes, I did say that on Watch What Happens Live. Yeah, but you alluded for her departure. Fine.
I think it was just shade. I don't think it was like, oh, let me actively
It was
try to
shade.
get her fired. It was just shade. And Portia just took it too far or took
And
it.
like Nene said, for season 9, they deserved it.
Yeah. did.
I
And
like
Porsha
that she
knows
kind of,
that.
yeah, I like that that's Nene for you. She's just going to claim it and own it and tell you.
That's what you
know
should
what?
do.
Yeah, well, if you're going to push me there, yeah. You know what? Yeah, season 9 you were. And you should have.
Yep.
Yeah,
And
so
I
I
received it.
don't know, because the issue I have with it is really the whole season. Well, I didn't say it. I didn't say it. Well, yeah, Nene, you did. And I appreciate you, I guess, now, episode 19, admitting that you did, basically.
Well, the thing about
It's like
Nene is we talked about this through the seasons. Like, the verbiage is very
the
important.
semantics. I'm like,
The
Nene,
verbiage is very
thank you. She's like, well, I never called in and said
Andy was like,
it doesn't even matter, girl.
it's kind of like, what did he say? An
It's
analogy?
virtually
or,
the same thing.
yeah,
And
like,
yes,
it's
it is.
representing the same thing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Oh, I didn't fall. I ate shit.
It's a synonym.
You still fell. We know you ate shit, but you fell. We saw
Right,
you.
exactly.
So, yeah. But Nene, it's very, the verbiage is very important. We've figured that out. These women have been on the show for so long, we kind of even know how they fight. We're like, you got to use the right verbs. Because Nene's like, the receipts are right there. And she's like, nope.
I didn't say exactly
I
that.
know.
I
Jill
said,
Zarin, play the tape back. Play the tape back. I'm like, there's no tape. This is digital world
Right.
now. Even when you were on the Real Housewives of New York, Jill, it was still digital.
Right.
There's no tape to roll back,
yes,
girl.
yes. Show the receipts.
I like that Nene said she came in with an open heart and an open slate, and I really do believe that. And with that, we get into Roachgate and the subject of Sheree holding on to this bone. And does she really owe them anything? Are we all surprised that she's this shady? I don't know. Coming up later in our news and gossip session, we talk about who is actually departed from the show officially. But for now, let's talk about this loyalty thing. What do we think about Sheree, Marlo, this loyalty, Portia, Nene fiasco, bone, or bond?
I think Sheree needs to be a better friend, or at least be open to being a friend. I don't know. I kind of get closed off sometimes too when it becomes a lot of mess. So I can kind of see why she doesn't.
But she didn't close off. She closed off and still went and picked fires.
True. Sure, very true, which is messy. And I don't necessarily know if I would want to be her friend. But, I wouldn't trip if she wasn't my friend. I mean, I wouldn't care.
I think Sheree, at the end of the day, had to stand behind the fact that she's basically only down for Kim. And the other people, she hasn't given them a chance to be cool. She hasn't been fair with them. And that's how she's rolling with it. She feels like she doesn't owe them anything. And if that's your attitude, then that's it. It's a wrap.
I think she's
It
rolling
really
with
is a
Kim
wrap.
because Kim is not a threat to her. And also, Kim has her own show. So maybe she can.
I know, I was going to say, like, when did this friendship develop anyway?
Right,
like, you were
right.
pulling her wig season 1.
Right.
Exactly.
So, like, I don't understand how you're so down for this person.
Right.
You know? And we see in the clips, like, her lips literally look like couches.
Yeah.
Like, big, red, juicy, Vineland couches. Like, girl, your lips are out of control. Oh, my gosh.
I think she's making her segue over to Kim's show, maybe to get some appearances
You're
on there.
right. Kim ain't going to give anybody no spotlight.
Exactly. And if that show was doing so great, Kim wouldn't be trying so hard to get on Real Housewives. So.
Do you think Sheree making an appearance would make the ratings go up?
No.
Not at all. And you know what, though? Like, obviously, it's different. It's different now because everything is in real time. So as the episodes are playing, these people are tweeting.
Yeah.
So, I looked up Candy's Twitter, and she's like, let's get it straight because people are going to start saying that. And she's like, no. Before y'all get it twisted, Candy, have had the most spinoffs. Ratings in history. She's had the highest ratings in spin-off specials in Bravo history.
Oh,
with
okay.
the viewers being up in the 3 million sector. Her wedding was like 2.7 million. Kicking It with Escape was 2 million. And Tardy for the Party was 1.3 million.
But she's actually famous though, like outside of.
No, but this is what they're saying. Like, Kim is throwing these accusations out. She ain't even on the episode, and she was still talking mess this tonight, so Candy had to put it on Instagram, and she had to let everybody know, I have the receipt right here.
Exactly.
I have the receipt right here. And with that, let's get into some news and gossip.
AfterBuzz TV News.
So we get into some news that reportedly Kenya is pregnant, but no one has seen a baby bump photo. And the only baby bump photo that we saw on Instagram a couple weeks ago has been mysteriously deleted. Nobody knows what's going on, but for official news, Sheree Whitfield will not be returning to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. It has been confirmed, and it's been all over the blogs. She will not be getting a peach.
Are we missing her this next
Well, we talked about Most Shady last episode, and we didn't actually crown Most Shady. So we're going to get into that right now. My vote is for Sheree, that she is the most shady, and that's why she wasn't brought back. Because here's the thing, like, you can only get so dirty and so nasty that before they're just like, it's too negative. And I feel like Nene had this kind of segue a couple years ago, when she just got really, really nasty and it just got really, really dirty. She pulled back, you know, she was like, I just don't want to be on the show anymore. And then she came back with a lighter note, like waiting to be a housewife again and playing the cards right. But sometimes when you're too negative and it goes too dark, they take you off. Phaedra.
Yeah.
Now Sheree. I feel like this Roach Gate got a little too out of control.
Yeah, I think Kenya's the shadiest, and that's just throwing shade at everyone when you're having a tit for tat or argument. I think Kenya throws the best shade.
So the most shady for you is Kenya. Mm-hmm. My vote is for Sheree for most shady. Give us the comments. We want to know in the live chat, who is the most shady?
Okay, my vote for most shady by far is Marlo. That's where my vote goes as far as shade.
Oh, yeah.
But as far as Sheree being not on the show, while I miss her, now that it came out that Prison Bay isn't going to get out to 2022, what's she going to do for 2 years? Okay, she didn't really, outside of Lyrone, she didn't have a lot of a storyline. And so that was part of it. It's like, okay, now that she finally got her house together, are we going to watch another 2-3 seasons of her in her mystery clothing
No,
line?
we're not.
So, yeah, goodbye. Exactly.
No, I think
You know?
Sheree is bringing down the value of Real Housewives of Atlanta with this storyline. Who wants to see her talking to a jailbait?
I mean, that actually was fun, but I'm not going to watch it for 2 years.
Well, you know what,
I'm done.
If she was smart, she would have brought up the book that she wrote like a couple years ago. Like, I didn't hear one mention of the book.
Oh,
At
right.
all.
is
Exactly.
anybody reading
exactly.
it? Is it a bestseller?
Exactly.
I don't
Or at
know.
least she could cheat on her prison man.
And
Yeah, Sheree
it
is
looks like
shady.
the chat says the most shady is Sheree.
That's
why she was not asked back.
The
Yeah.
bone carrier.
Well, you know
is
what
the
though?
most
Like,
shady.
here's the thing: is the book was really important. She didn't bring that up.
Right.
Her only storyline was messing everybody else's.
Yeah.
She should have had something on the side going, a project. Like, even Kenya had the little PSA. Kenya didn't have much of a storyline this season. She wasn't even, there was like 5 episodes where she wasn't even featured. But we still talked about Kenya, and she's still on the show. So I feel like you need to have a little side project or something.
I think
also-
Sheree is not business savvy or something, because she just does not follow through her projects. Like you said, you wrote a book, you didn't talk about it.
Her next project is Tyrone. So when he gets out, maybe that's when she'll come
Yes,
back.
yes, that's what the commentators say. When Lyrone comes back, she'll come back. But also,
Thanks, CC Freak. We
thank
see
you,
you.
Yeah,
CC
we
Freak.
see
We
you.
got you. And also, another thing is, like I've said in every episode, every time I talk about this, who you align yourself with matters. If you align
Yes.
yourself with someone who's going down,
Yep.
and you don't have anybody that has your back that's actually on the show,
You're gonna end up
then
freaking frack.
you're gonna end up out. And so that's the thing. Once she went so hard for Kim, it's like, okay, come on. Nobody likes Kim really right now, and except for you, and you don't have a storyline. That's a sinking ship.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
who do you prefer, piercings or handcuffs when you're?
Oh yeah, we talked about that little in the reunion. There was this whole dainty shade thrown at Mark, and she was like, "Well, I'd rather have piercings than handcuffs." So we got to the question, guys. We want to know, piercings or handcuffs? I personally have my nipples pierced. Do you guys want to see? I'm just kidding. No, you guys don't have to see. You can log on my Instagram. You know what? Snapchat. Why don't you go on Snapchat? I'll show you the nips.
I think piercings are painful. I think I'll go with handcuffs.
Little
Handcuffs
pains go-
all day, every day.
Okay, 2 handcuffs, 2 handcuffs. I say piercings.
I mean, I do think piercings are great if they on that other person.
Well, once they're healed and they're like they bring up the sensitivity, if you know what I mean.
Okay, all right, fair enough.
All right, so let's do some predictions for the following 2 episodes. What are we predicting?
And now,
What is gonna happen? What is gonna happen? We only have 2 more reunion episodes. We will be covering those. Gals, what are we gonna see? Do you think Kim is gonna show herself in the good light, or are we gonna continue to hate her? Give us our predictions for the next 2 episodes, please.
We definitely gonna keep hating Kim. She's gonna storm off. She's not gonna be able to stand the heat with Nene at all. She can't handle Nene face to face, ready to go to war. She can't.
I think what's going to happen with Kim, my prediction on Kim is surprisingly, I think Candy's going to even go just as hard as Nene on Kim. Absolutely. That's what I think. So I think Candy is going to get Kim as well.
Well, it looks like it's split down the middle with piercings and handcuffs. So I like that there's a kinkiness to the chat watchers.
Love you guys.
Well, it was a fantastic reunion. I feel like the next 2 reunions are going to get juicier and juicier. Once that other heifer comes out, I really feel like the ball's going to get rolling. I feel like this first reunion was a little bit of the history and bringing up the loyalties and bringing up the tracks of what sets up this entire train station we like to call the Real Housewives of Atlanta.
I know, and that whole Marlo and John thing. I didn't
my
realize. Oh my
God.
gosh, we forgot to talk about that. Marlo
Real quick, yeah, get into
going
that.
behind Nene with Nene's little leftovers and getting
my
with
God.
That's
John.
another way
So
she broke
shady.
the girlfriend code. She is wrong
Oh,
for that.
and you know what? Nene is such a loyal friend for not even like really diving into that. Because you know, Nene sometimes when she holds a grudge, she'll give it to you later.
Exactly. Nene got over it.
Yeah.
Nene was really nice. She was like, well, I was back with Craig.
So
I
I
don't
don't
really
give
care.
a F.
Yeah, so I was like, Nene was cool.
So King
Yeah.
Lagerfeld predicts Kim's lips will have a walk off.
Okay,
Okay, she always walks. She is
These
the
lips
queen of
were
walking
made
off.
for walking, and that's just what they'll do.
She is the queen of walking off. And yeah, thanks for bringing that up. That was
Yes.
such a good shady moment. We forgot to bring up John, the pizza investor, and Nene broke his wallet. That was a great
I
comment.
think that's why Nene wasn't so angry, because she's like, she got what she wanted out of him, and
Okay.
then she knows Marlo's about her coin with that square.
Go
cash
ahead and
app
use my
between
sloppy
her.
second. At least you got your demons bill paid.
Exactly.
That's the thing also, like, you know what? Get your bills paid. Like, get your bills paid.
Y'all, I Googled her website just to see, because she said Google it on the...
Does it even exist?
It does. It does. And it's just basically her closet, her fashion. So I guess, I don't know.
Here's
I
the
think I've
thing,
been to her
like,
website too. It's
Like, get
okay,
your
whatever.
bills paid, but like, don't talk about it because it's weird. And
I'm like, is your business lucrative enough to pay $20,000
yeah,
in
is it
Neiman Marcus?
actually prostitution? I'm just kidding.
No,
I think we need to know.
I think it is.
No, having a sugar daddy is not the same as being a prostitute. It's totally different.
No, it's not.
Totally
but-
different.
No, it's not. There's definitely differences, but I just wanted to
You know
know.
what? I think she should write a book on how to get a
at
sugar
some
daddy, because
point-
I would read it.
At some
Yes.
point, does the transaction feel prostitutional?
I think we all
That's a new
have
word I made up.
transaction.
You know, if you kept by a white man, that's just you. That do not make you a hooker. Okay.
Hooker, trashy hooker, Nene, season 4.
Yes.
All right, guys, it's Sunday. Obviously, you can come back and check us out next Sunday for the Real Housewives of Atlanta After Show Reunion 2 special. I'm just going to tell you guys now that I won't be here, but the girls will be running the panel, and they're going to give you guys an amazing, amazing show, even with a special guest next week. But I will be back for the 3rd and final reunion special with the special announcement that I will reveal at the end of our run. But once again, my name is Lian Castillo. You can find me on all social media platforms at Hollywood Lian, and I can't do this without my girls. These women have changed my life. I love these girls. I have loved being on this panel. Thank you to Maria and Kevin for giving me this opportunity, and I loved working with you guys. Where
I
can we
did
find you?
too. Oh, you're so sweet. And I miss conversation, peace. And I have another prediction. I think that we're gonna find out what is going on with Tyrone and Nene for sure. We're gonna get to the bottom of it.
Stalking.
Yes, I can't wait for that. Thank you guys. And follow me on Twitter, Miss Combo Piece, MISS Combo Piece, or Instagram Conversation Piece. Thanks, guys.
What's up, party people? I have loved being a host here and loved working with everybody. It's been such a blast and such a great experience. You can follow me on all of my social media at Erika, Erika, D as in door, Edwards.
We miss you, Drew. We'll see you next Sunday. Bye, AfterBuzzers.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz
you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.